In this video, I'm just going to show you this really cute zipper pouch. I've made this little pocket detail on the external, and there's a little tab here to put a key ring if you want to. And then I used the zipper tape and a zipper pull and a nice little pouch on the inside. I'm going to show you how to make this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have over 400 videos on this channel, quilting and sewing. Let me show you how to make this really quick and easy zipper pouch. Let's talk measurements. So we're going to need 6 inches in width by 5 inches in height. And what we're going to need for our zipper pouch is 2 sections for our lining pieces, 2 sections for our external pieces, and then 1 for the external pocket of our zipper pouch. You're going to need to interface at least your internal or your external. I generally like to interface my external, so if there's any kind of bumps from any of the glue, then it's on the inside of my pouch, not on the external of my pouch. Now it's up to you. You could quilt the external and that could stabilize your pouch. You could use some interfacing that will also stabilize your pouch. It's completely up to you and the effect that you want. I'm going to choose to just fuse it with fusible interfacing this time. I'm also going to use zipper tape for my zipper pouch instead of just a regular zipper. And also I am going to need some pulls, and this is size 3 zipper tape. I'm going to use this interfacing. It's kind of like paper, and it has one side that is fusible and the other side which is just like a cotton batting almost. So I'm going to cut this for the internal sections of my pouch. So this is the internal section of my zipper pouch, and I am going to bond this interfacing to the wrong side of the fabric. So this is the pretty side, or the right side, which has the design on it, and this is the side that is going to have the interfacing on it. So I'm not worried about it being overhanging because I'm going to press this on my Teflon sheet. So this is the Teflon side of my pressing mat, and I'm going to put everything face down, and this interfacing isn't going to stick to anything because it's a Teflon sheet. Now all of these interfacings have a different setting that they need to be on in order to adhere to the fabric. So just have a look at the manufacturer's instructions of how to stick this into place. And as you can see, this is nicely stuck to the fabric. I'm going to do it to the second one. Now that's stuck into place, I'm just going to cut the excess away. This is also the little side pocket, and I'm going to interface this section in exactly the same fashion. Take one piece of your external fabric and that little pocket piece that we did, we're going to fold it over in half, and then we're going to press it down with an iron. This folded over section here, you're going to top stitch this down just to make it look a little bit more pretty and finished. I use a Baby Lock Soprano, and in the top thread here is a white regular polyester thread. I have a white polyester thread in the bobbin, and I will be turning my foot over to a 1/4 inch foot width guide just to help me with that 1/4 inch. And I'm probably just going to take my stitch length down to a 2.5. So I'm just going to put that pocket section in for my zipper pocket, and I'm just going to top stitch this into place. So it just looks like this. It's a nice straight stitch going over your pocket for your zipper pocket. So this is the external of my pocket, and this is the little external pocket section. And what I'm going to do is do a really small stitch going down, and this is just to baste these 2 sections together. So you're not going to do it a quarter, you're going to go a little bit more in. So you're basically just catching all of these together just to baste them together. I'm going to make some zipper tabs, and these are going to be a little bit bigger than the actual zipper tape, and we will cut them down to size after the fact. So it's going to be 1.5 inches across by 2 inches length. If you're using zipper tape, now is the time to put the pull on. One side of the teeth is going to open up really easily, so you're going to do that, and then you're going to put your pull on. Once your pull is on, you're basically going to get the 1.5 inch side facing down, zipper facing up, and I'm going to turn this around. So you basically got everybody sandwiched together, like so. And then when you have everything evenly, you're going to sew down 1/4 inch here. With everything stitched in place, you're going to fold everything back. You can press, or you can finger press this, and then you're going to stitch over the top again. Then exactly the same thing with this side. You're going to have this face down, get the zipper face up, going to flip it all around. Make sure that everybody's lining up nicely. And then sew this into place here. Now you're going to tidy everything up, and you are going to cut in line with this tape, this tab, so everything's going to be perfectly in line together. At this point, just make sure that your zipper is open, because otherwise you're going to end up sewing everything all shut, and that's not a good day. These tabs are going to be overhanging, so just find the center of the zipper by folding it over. And you can find the center of your pouch by folding that over, and then matching the two together. You have the center, and then you'll know how much of this end bits to cut off, because they'll still be overhanging. So go ahead and do that. Here we go. So we have the external part of your zipper pouch facing up. You have your zipper section, and it's going to be open. You're going to make sure that you have this open here. You're going to have that face down, and you're going to get a section of your lining piece, and you're going to have that face down, so it's all nice and sandwiched together. And then you're going to stitch across here 1/4 inch, and at this point in time you might actually want to change this foot over, and you're going to change it over to the zipper foot. And I like to use this piping foot because I find it easier to like move each side just by moving this little guy. I'm going to tie him up at the back. Now we've stitched this down, we're going to open it up, and then you basically flip it to the other side like so. And another nice thing to do here is just top stitch this all down. Make sure that this is nice and flat, and make sure that the other side is nice and flat before you do that. Now you have something that looks like this. So this is all top stitched into place, and then you've got the lining at the back. Let's build the other side. So we're going to have our external. We're going to place this section here, right sides down, and then we're going to get our other internal section, and then put that on top there. So you're sandwiching it all together once again, and we are going to sew that into place. Once again you end up with something like this. So I'm going to open this section out and the external, so we're going to push everything to the back again. Make sure this is all lying flat, this section and this section, and we're just going to top stitch this down. This is where the magic begins, so remember, have this zipper open, otherwise you're going to close it shut. So basically you're going to get the two external sections, and you're going to get them right sides together, and you're also going to get the lining sections right sides together, like so. And then on the inside of this zipper pouch, your tabs are automatically going to fall into place. So these are going to be pushed up. We'll put them back down again. At this point in time, if you want to add a loop so you can add like a keychain or a D-ring to it, you can do. And you're going to do that on the external section of your zipper pouch. I just used some of my scraps for making them zipper tabs. So it was 1.5 inches by whatever length I had. And this will make a simple loop for inside of my zipper pouch. And then basically all you need to do is, like I said, on the exterior part, you're just going to feed that in, and then the ends will be loose on this side. Now what you're going to do is stitch all the way around this pouch. Apart from up here, you're going to leave at least 2 inches to pull everything right sides through. And this is on the lining section. Don't leave the hole on the external, it's on the lining. Before we turn everything right sides out, we're going to cut the excess of our fabric. So we're going to go around, and this is going to alleviate some of that bulk around your pouch. So go ahead and do that. When the lining of that pouch, we're going to turn the zipper pouch right sides through, and you're going to be able to push it all down through that zipper opening. Once you've pulled everything through, don't push this down just yet, because we still have to deal with the opening in this pouch. But what you will notice is that your zippers will look much better when you do these kinds of tabs on them. When I've tried to do zipper pouches without these tabs, it generally has this weird kind of like knot in it at the top. I can't explain it, but anybody else who has made these pouches, honestly, you will find out that it is a much better way of doing them. So once you are happy that you've cut all of your seams, because this is the time to catch any errors if you've made any, then you can go ahead and I would press this down just so it's nice and flat, and then we're just going to go ahead and stitch. I stitch all the way across nowadays rather than just doing just this little opening. It just looks nice and consistent. And all we do now is just push this pocket into place and just jiggle it about a bit. And there you go, a nice little zipper pouch with a nice little pocket detail. Really simple. Show you inside.